Yo, what's the deal, man? RC Addiction, we out here. We got the Arrma Kraton 6 EXB, or should I say the 8S, 8 scale Arrma Kraton EXB, because yeah, it's a little upgraded, guys. And this shit's sitting so pretty. It's gonna be my first real bash with this setup. So we got the Arrma Kraton 6S EXB running the 8S system. Got the Mamba Monster X 8S Castle 1650 kV motor, and right now I'm just running it on 6S, guys. I know that's lame, got an 8S system, I'm only running it on 6S, but I gotta find some 4S lipos that I could fit in this Kraton. You can see this battery tray, it doesn't really allow. I have some 4S batteries, but they're like almost the same size as this 6S, so I need to run two 4S batteries. And I'm still looking for something that'll fit in here. I don't want it to be like, I don't want the battery to be like hanging out all the way down here, because then it's gonna get, they're gonna just get damaged from bashing. So I'm trying to find some 4S batteries that are the same length as this, but just like half the width, or half the height rather. So I'm still searching. If you guys have any good recommendations, please let me know. And I usually put a zip tie, but I forgot my zip ties today. It's a little trick because these battery connectors, they could pop out sometimes. So you just put a little tape around the seam, or you could run a zip tie this way. It'll really hold them in so they won't come out at all. And check out this fan, guys. Listen to this. This is a NHX twin cyclone fan, or is it the twin tornado? I forget, man. It's got some kind of natural disaster sounding name to it. Super loud, super cool, man. They really keep this motor cool. I'm running this Castle motor with a 20 tooth pinion right now. Let's do this. This thing's a monster now compared to my other Kraton, man. I'm running my other EXB, just running basically the stock Spectrum stuff that would come in a regular Kraton. So I kind of know how that one felt, and this one just feels so much more mean. A couple things I had to do. I had to the center diff has got 20 million, I think. I'm running 10K in the rear, and I think it's got maybe 20K in the front. I forget. Still running the stock tires, or the copperheads. Not sure what I'm gonna put on here for tires. I got some 6-packs and some stackers, but they're really heavy tires, man. I kind of like keeping my trucks light, especially on these Arrmas, because they're got the metal chassis, so they got some weight to them already. So I don't want to put some tires on that's gonna even add a lot more weight. I don't mind putting those heavy tires on my Traxxas Max or my X Max, because there's plastic chassis, they're a little lighter. Oh man, somebody, oh, that was a terrible jump. This jump is fucked up, man. The BMX riders that come here, they actually maintain this place pretty good, actually, but it hasn't been done in like a week. They have to repack this dirt and they make it smooth again, so that jump's not going to be that good. But my god, this thing is amazing. It's probably my favorite basher, man. And guys, this Castle system is censored, so that you could it's really good for like crawling, obviously, but look how smooth it is, man. You can go really slow forwards and then immediately just go backwards. Like, there's no delay at all. So nice. No, absolutely no cogging with this big ass pinion. I'm running a 20-tooth pinion on here, and that's not necessarily a bashing pinion. That's, you know, I think stock is like a 12 or a 13, and then, you know, you can go like 15, 16 if you want to gear it up. So I'm at a 20 right now, man. And I wouldn't recommend that unless you have a really good fan on your motor. Like, the first time I used this EXB, I just got it last week. I actually just got this, it's brand new. And the first time I ran it, I ran the same system that's in here now, but I didn't have a fan yet. And I was bashing for like 20 minutes with the 18-tooth pinion. And I remember my temps were about 100. Which, if you think about it, that's nothing. This motor is set in the Castle Link. I have it set up to shut off with the speed control is gonna shut down the motor if it reaches over, if it goes up to 200. So for it to only be at 100, that's really good. Guys, 61 degrees the motor's at right now with a 20-tooth pinion. You seeing that? 64.2 is not even breaking a sweat. It's not even woken up yet. Wait till you guys see what I got coming from my Arrma EXB. I blew the motor on that shit, man. The shitty ass stock Spectrum electronics that came with it. I ended up, you know, it got too hot, basically melted the fucking bullets right off. And it smelled a little funny. It's not completely blown out, like it's not useless. I'm pretty sure it's probably fixable, whatever. That's no fun. So I got I bought a 1650, another 1650 kV combo, but not the Castle one. I went Hobby Wing for this one, and that's gonna be Max 6 with the 1650 kV motor. That should be here tomorrow. I'm gonna throw that in the Outcast 8th scale EXB. And then I also got the same exact combo coming from my Italian EXB. So there's gonna be some cool stuff coming up pretty soon, guys. Just stay tuned, subscribe. I think I'm like 50 subscribers away from reaching 1,000, which is I mean, that's pretty fucking good for me. I wasn't expecting to get any subscribers doing this, man. This is like a real niche audience, man. This is not like a you know, reviewing something popular that like everybody's into, like cell phones or certain electronics. Like, this is like, you know, there's only a few RC channels that I watch, so for you to be watching this, that's really I really appreciate that, man. I know my videos are not the best. I just try to keep it real. I try to keep it honest, man. I don't like, you know, I'm not gonna just lie to you guys in hopes of getting stuff for free. Never that. Ooh. Ooh. God. I hope I got my camera set properly so you guys can see this, because I'm like standing on the top of this hill. Oh man, guys, this is an EXB, okay? This is the 8th scale EXB, not the 5th scale, not the big boy, not the 8S. I know, even though I said this is the Kraton 8S EXB, because it is, it's only the 8th scale one. So when you see people complaining that their EXBs are bending the chassis, guys, these are 7075 T6 aluminum chassis. If you watch Kevin Talbot, yeah, his chassis bent a little bit because he's sending this shit 100 feet in the air, 60 feet in the air, 60 feet in the air on skate parks, landed on hard concrete. Come on, what do you think's gonna happen? What I do, these jumps are not that big, guys. I hit them really hard so I could get some decent distance and some air, but like you're not gonna bend your chassis if you're just doing regular bashing. This is what I like to call regular bashing. Boom, you could do some bad landings and send them really high like that. I mean, that's not, I guess that's not really high. Well, you could send them. Guys, my fucking regular Kraton, my V5 Kraton, I beat the shit out of that thing. That chassis is still perfectly straight. My Italian EXB, my Outcast EXB, perfectly straight. And I would tell you, man, I would straight up tell you, if these chassis were garbage, I would tell you. In my experience, they're not. It all depends how you use your RCs, man. Everybody has a different, everybody lives in different areas. Maybe where you live, there is no BMX track to go to, so you have to hit the skate park. And maybe you don't have good trigger discipline, so you know, everybody's gonna have their own different experience. But in my experience, these things are fucking tanks. Now, the most durable RC that I own is probably the Traxxas Max. I also have the X Max, but I haven't used it enough to say that it's the most durable. I know it has the reputation of being the ultimate durable RC, but I haven't used it enough, and I don't want to just say it because everyone else fucking says it. But the times that I have used my X Max, yeah, nothing's broke. Nothing ever broke yet, knock on wood. 75 degrees. Yeah, so that's probably more accurate. Right on the end of the bell end of the motor. 73. Let's check the ESC temp. 65. 88. Okay, the ESC's at 88. That's really nothing. So it's still good, guys. Arrma Kraton EXB. What do you guys think? I'm thinking it's badass. Guys, one issue that I did have with this EXB, remember now, this was brand new. You can see it's new. When I would land a hard jump, the front drive shaft would pop out of the drive cup. I know that's a pretty common problem. A lot of people, let me shut this off because this fan is ridiculous. I know a lot of people have also had that problem, so there's plenty of information out there. But what I actually did was I installed Hot Racing. I installed the Hot Racing steering blocks on the front. I also have the Hot Racing on the rear end too, and I did the nitro fuel tubing trick. So now my shock can't go too it can't overextend itself, because that's what was happening on hard landings. The A-arm and the shock was actually going up too high and allowing that drive shaft to pop out. And that's completely fixed now. You could remove the little washers. I actually have one that I put still in here because it wasn't, my camber or my toe wasn't proper. So I'm running one little spacer on each side. But other than that, you see, man, I just did some pretty hard jumps, some hard landings, and I didn't have that problem anymore. That's really annoying when your drive shaft pops out, man. In case you guys are curious about this Kraton body that I'm running, it's not the stock body, obviously. That is a Jconcepts body. And if you want to know the name of the body, leave a comment and I'll tell you. No, I'm just kidding. It says it right on the thing. Finisher. I think it looks pretty fucking sick, man. Look at that. Boom, thumbnail time. Oh no. Look at that, crawling right up the fucking hill. Can't do that with the Spectrum motor. I'm gonna bring my Jconcepts EXB when I install the same exact system, 1650 kV motor with the Hobbywing ESC. I'm gonna compare it to this Castle system. We're gonna do like a side-by-side comparison, and we're gonna see. I know the Hobbywing is not censored, so I don't think that should make a difference for bashing really, but as far as like keeping the temps down and stuff, it might. Do another, that might be a better thumbnail. But I just went through all the diffs, the front, center, and the rear to make sure they were good. The LSD diffs, whatever, they're all good. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna last too long on 8S, but they'll last for a few, you know, I'm sure they'll be all right. And even if they don't, that's an easy fix. This thing is mean. Oh, see, now I can do those. Boom. Nice. Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. We got some breakage, guys. Guys, no. My Arrma is broken. No. Well, that's a wrap. Oh no, my ESC's out of the fucking place too, man. What the fuck? The pin holder for the Arrma broke. Yeah, my Arrma broke off. The front hinge pin holder snapped, and I know it's because of the bad landing, but I think me putting the fuel tubing in the shock might have limited its mobility a little too much, so I'm gonna take the blame for that one. But overall, man, I had some fun. That's all that matters. I was hoping it was just the Arrma that was broken, because I have spares at home for that. So let's see. Guys, look at this shit. My fucking ESC came out. I'm using 3M dual lock, which I guess that's not good enough. I need to get one of those proper mounts. And my Arrma came off. The front hinge pin thing broke off. So it's not even a problem with the arm, it's just simply needs to be fixed. All I need is a new one of those little what are they called? I guess they're just called hinge pin holders. I don't know, because the actual Arrma itself doesn't seem to be broken, but oh well. My battery was about to be, I was about to end this session anyway, so we ended it on a bang. All right guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go get this fixed and then I'll be back. Stay tuned, because I got that Jconcepts EXB upgrade coming probably next week. And thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna have videos out every Sunday. I think that's what I'm gonna do, instead of just doing sporadically through the week. I'm just gonna stick to a schedule. So RC Addiction, man, Sundays. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you can, please. Really appreciate it. All right, later guys.